You cannot be a man in a woman's space because women created that space for the way that they function. What is good, HollaSquad? We are the latest squad on the YouTube platform. This day we're back with another reaction, and today I am stepping into an arena I have rarely stepped into before, especially on this channel. Yes, I'm back. I'm sorry. I said I'm back like 4 months ago. I left. Now I'm back for real, okay? Now this video is about relationships, and as a young man myself, recently got engaged. Clap it up in the comments, you know what I'm saying? I want to start dispelling some of these things that people are saying that are leading people astray in the dating market, okay? Many people are very polarizing. They're picking their side and they're trying to gravitate people to that. It's wrong. Stop listening to them. But I'm not going to hold y'all too much longer. Let's hop into this vid, bro. Listen to what she says. We're going to break this down.
You're in a relationship with a man. You have to listen to what he says and how he feels about women.
Facts, okay? What she said there, ladies and gentlemen, that was a fact, okay?
In general. Because a lot of us are dating men that are homosocials. And
now, see there, ma'am, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let her keep cooking. I'm gonna let her keep cooking.
Homosocials mean that he's not homosexual at all. He just does not find women interesting. Everything that he finds interesting has something to do with other men.
Okay, now she said this. Hold on. She said this, and some of y'all are starting to make sense. Like, yo, he does like to hang out with dudes more than go do the women things. But I need y'all to, like, in your brain, take a second and say, what do women like to do? And who are women? Then say, who are men and what do men like to do? This is coming from a woman who clearly, by what she just said, she likes to control her man. I want to control where you go. I don't want to go to where you like to go. Men, very competitive, very argumentative in nature, but not in the same sense that women are argumentative, okay? Men will sit and talk about Michael Jordan versus LeBron James every Friday when they go get their hair cut at the barbershop, bring up new arguments, same old arguments, bring them back. At the end of the day, they shake hands, they go the other way. In women's spaces, there's a lot of admiration. You don't see a lot of confrontation in women's spaces unless you want Zeus. You're going to see a lot of, girl, look at you. Oh my God, look at that dress is, that's what you're going to see. Okay? That's why sometimes women say we don't like to be compared. Don't compare me to nobody. You compare a man to a man, he about to turn up. The competitive nature going to get going. You feel me? But that's why men don't like to be in women's spaces, because it's there is no truth in there. That's why women go in women's spaces. They say, oh my girl, look at you. Oh, I seen you doing X, Y, and Z. They leave those spaces. Then they say opposite things about those people that they say when they're in the space. Men see that like, yo, we can't even be real right now. A man go to the basketball court. He sees somebody hezzy tween. Yo, you're trash, buddy. You're trash. That's what they gonna say, whether they good or not. They gonna say they trash for the sake of whatever they feel. So it's not enjoyable for men to be in women's spaces because it is women-esque in those spaces. But everybody like being in men's spaces. You see them at sporting events. Anyway, let me let her get back to what she's saying though.
Going to sporting events, hanging out with them.
So what is wrong with sporting events? Sporting events, we can sit and talk. There's entertainment going on. Get a hot dog, a brewski. Mad things you can do. There's nothing wrong with that.
Interesting has something to do with other men.
And it's not
going to sporting events, hanging out with them, watching the game, playing basketball. If you ask them, hey, what do you think about this comedian? Oh, she not funny. You don't think no women are funny? Oh, what do you like to do with women? Everything involves another male. So they only.
No, it involves a space where men can be men. You can't be a man. Look, you cannot be a man in a woman's space because women created that space for the way that they function. So to go exist in a man's space, you have to stop being a man and act the way that they want you to act. And some men are like, that's not fun. The difference is the things that go on in women's spaces also exist in men's spaces. You don't want to play basketball? That's cool. There's a bar up there. Yo, I'm sweating. This is crazy. There's a bar up there. You can go sit down and drink. We got some hookahs over there. You know what I'm saying? We got a stage play. We got music going on. Everything that exists in women's spaces exists in men's spaces. You can be who you are in a woman's space and be that same person in a man's space. In a man's space, you cannot be that same person in predominantly women's spaces, bro. You can't. I'm sorry.
Find desire in having sexual experiences with women, but they don't find women interesting. And if you listen to that, you can save yourself a lot of trouble up front, because you'll find out he really don't like women like that.
That's not true, buddy. Hold up. We ain't even mean to go there.
Sexual experiences with women.
That's true. There's men who want to have sexual experiences with women,
but they don't find women interesting.
That, what she just said, that's not true, buddy. That's not true, okay? There are men who want to have or find women interesting. The only difference is when a man starts to inquire about the things about the woman that he finds interesting. Why do you think like that? Why, when people inquire about girl math, then it's a prop. You are telling them, questioning a woman, some people see that as invalidating their experience. Why are you questioning the way that I exist? So I can't even be inquisitive about the way that you think. So why do you think like that? Don't you think if you thought like this, some men, because men have they have a code of ethics on how to compete. Sportsmanship is born out of men's spaces, right? Since we know that, when we're arguing and I'm trying to see how you think, at the end of it, I might think you're dumb. At the end of it, I might think you're smart. But I'm just going to really walk away from the conversation, not thinking you're less of a person. I just disagree. I think that's dumb. I think that's smart. I think whatever. So even if you're interested, what she just said and here.
Desire in having sexual experiences with women, but they don't find women interesting.
They do. You're just not allowed to ask. And I'll take that back. You are allowed to ask. The good women. The reason she believes this, because she's a bad woman.
And if you listen to that, you can save yourself a lot of trouble up front, because you'll find out he really don't like women like that. Because everything he finds interesting in is stuff that him and his homeboys would do.
No, it's interesting when an environment is provided to you that you get to question. Why is that like this? Why is this like that? There are women, I'm not even gonna say it's just women. There are men who don't like women questioning what they do. I think it's a lot less, right? But I can't even be combative of the way you think to be interested. Interested does not mean I like what you're doing. But when you exist in women's spaces, being interested in somebody means you like what they got going on. Oh, you got that going on? Oh, you only want to give compliments. In men's spaces, that's not how it is. I'm inquiring about what you have going on to agree or disagree. And he will take that into a woman's space, and women will be like, you don't like what I got going on? You could leave the space. That's why it's not fun, okay? I'm just letting y'all know, bro.
Him and his homeboys will like photos on Instagram. Him and his homeboys will try to send photos that are inappropriate back and forth. That's what he finds interesting.
She said, homosocial.
Homosocial.
I said, hold on.
Hey, put that.
Now, you see what's going on right here? He wants to disagree with her. He wants to actually tell her, like, yo, I'm not homosocial. It's just the environment that we built is for everybody. The environment you built It's for you. That's the difference. But watch, she not gonna say it.
On a card.
My are just cool. I mean, I just like them. They just fun to hang around. I don't know.
That's my dog.
All right,
But it's okay for that to be your dog, but do you also find joy in hanging out with your wife or your spouse or your significant other? Some men don't find any joy in women. They don't find them entertaining.
They won't tell her, yes, we enjoy that too. You can enjoy both.
They don't think.
But she thinks the one that women should want to hang around women most of the time. Because those are people who are most like you. Men should want to hang around men most of the time. Because those are most like you. That's why when people get... You want to know what blows this whole argument up? In marriages, y'all let me know which one happens most of the time. A girl's trip or a guy's trip. These are married parties. Boys' trip or girl's trip, a guy's trip. Let me know which one happens more. Guys' night out, girls' night out. Which one happens more? These people are not speaking from a place of reality. And you know what? The reason why girls' night out happens more is because men understand y'all are going to be girls and I don't enjoy it as much. And I don't want to bring down what you're doing. So I'm going to let y'all go on girls' night. The difference is when guys have guys' day, right? It's Sunday, they watching football, they cooking out, making drinks, something for the girls to also enjoy that they do in their own spaces. We created a space inside of our space for y'all, but for y'all's space, there is no room for us to be us. Come on, bro.
They don't think they're good politicians, and that will manifest within the relationship.
But that's also because some women don't know how to provide the peace that our boys provide either.
And it's what he said is important. And look, bro.
It's also because some women don't know how to provide the peace that our boys provide either.
She was ready. She was about to hop on there like, yo, what you mean provide the peace? The peace that the way I'm acting is okay right now. And I know there's some women clanking their nails on the keyboard right now. Oh, why do I gotta provide the space for the way that you're doing to be right? That sounds like what is going on in the, you know what I'm saying? Like, comments. Hey, send me some more videos. We're not gonna just I didn't turn my AC on. First game back. We sweating, bro. Look, we back in the game. But I don't want to do only relationship videos. I want to do all types of commentary. I wanted to do the video on Rampage Jackson's son, so I got to find all the clips. But if there's any other videos y'all would like my commentary on, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. And until the next time I see y'all, peace.